game where I run a group of former military veterans through my own world and see what happens next. Sometimes they do what I ask them to, sometimes they go off on a tangent. We'll see if that tangent continues tonight, shall we? Before we go any further, of course, all your miniatures and your maps are brought to you through the Roll20 app on the computer. Any GUI rewards as well as GUI items that are given out through the course of the game is brought to you through the company GUI Cube, who sponsors our Red Star Rising campaign that we have, which is currently on hiatus, but will be coming back real soon on Friday nights. I love that. I got 3 people have already typed in chat, and it still says there's no viewers.
I'm showing 5 viewers.
Yeah, I just don't.
I don't
Maybe
know.
that's what it is. It's a commercial or something. But anyway, where was I? So
There are
one more
no
announcement. We
effects.
have reached over 100 viewers on our Twitch channel. Therefore, Friday, around about our mid break, we will be doing a giveaway. And our giveaway is going to be the miniatures of the first group of Frenta we had in the Red Star Rising campaign. So one
Yay!
lucky viewer will get to have, I believe it's all 6
It's
of
6
the,
minis, right?
should be 6 minis. Because we added the 7th one later. So yes,
Yeah.
should be
No
6
Smedley.
minis. And one lucky viewer will get that. That'll be Friday during our mid break. All right. Other than that, I don't have any further announcements. Before we get into introducing my players, I don't. Everybody should know who they are by now if you're a constant watcher. But just in case you're fresh to the show, I am Dan Latham, also known as Shadrick Degar, and also known as Cole Cash in some aspects. So, if you have an announcement you'd like to make when you go to introduce yourselves, be my guest. So, starting first, right below me, would be Surge.
My name is Curtis Ross. I am playing Surge, a Circle of the Moon Druid. And yeah, I got no announcements myself. Down to rock.
Hi there, I'm Fritz Neufeld. I'm a retired Air Force reservist and running Sergeant Rock, who's a World War II soldier who has wound up in this land, and mechanically he's a warlock.
Following Sergeant Rock is Corporal.
My name is Christy. I am former Army and Navy. I am playing Corporal Punishment, a Tiefling Paladin who has her trusty Alicorn Fred. And my announcement is GUI Cube will be running modules at Gen Con Online. It is free, and there will be rewards given out to whoever plays.
Very good. And following
When
Corporal
does
is...
Rego start for that?
You can register now up until I think a couple days before the last weekend of the month.
All right.
And
so
when are they going?
on.
Times wise?
They're starting Thursday night and going till Sunday afternoon. There are several modules and there are a couple different game slots for most of the time slots. They run about 4.5 hours each.
All right. Thank you for pointing out the volume issue. That was something I had to fix when I was doing a Final Fantasy stream the other day. Following Cold Punishment, and if you got a link by any chance for that particular registration for that, if you can put it in the chat, I would appreciate that. Following her, of course, is Brother May I.
Hello, I am Marcus Scott, former Air Force. I am currently playing Brother May I, our human cleric warlock. The only announcement I have is it's hot as hell in Texas right now.
So in case you needed your Texas weather report, there is your Texas weather report from our very own weather guru, May I.
It is Texas. It is summer. It's hot.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, well, he's
Really?
got about as much insight as the weatherman does, so good to go.
Hey, at least he's going to be right.
I mean, are you making cookies on your car hood? I mean, how hot is it? That's what I want to know.
Following Brother
It's
May
just
I
foundation tape.
is Dux.
Dux Dumore, played by Todd Meekum, former Air Force, Army Reserve, or an Army Guard anyway. and I am playing the Halfling Barbarian Monk Rogue. That is Blood Lineage Werebear, so it's a good time. And I have, I guess ReaperCon is coming up as well as SaltCon are both online, and this year they're shifting DragonCon online as well. So more to come on those.
Yep, and if we find out anything from the GUI Cube about anything they plan on doing at DragonCon, hopefully we'll be able to share that here as well. Alright, so, as per usual, which one of my lovely players would like to give us a recap of what happened on episode 35? I know it's 2 weeks ago, but you guys have sharp memories. I'm sure you can remember what happened.
I can do it.
I took notes.
Oh, let's let Corporal do it. She took notes.
You know, every time I hear I took notes,
I did.
that's usually you're volunteering, so.
So we bought a bunch of stuff at the merchant in town before we went out looking for the Weather Witch. Brother May I got helmets for his orcs so they weren't so scary. And we headed out to find the Weather Witch and the Druid. Serge and Dux were teaching the kid we took with us about wild form by doing examples and surprising him, and he was very excited, but then not so excited when he found out he couldn't actually do that himself yet. While we were heading out to find the Weather Witch and Druid, we ran into a Nagpa, which was a wizard that was turned into a vulture.
A Skeksis.
Fight was fierce, and surprisingly, we actually did damage him enough where he phased out and disappeared.
We didn't like that.
And of course, we do not hold the rights to using that particular name.
Oh no! He did a phase out. He did a phase out. Peace out.
But unfortunately, in the battle, the orcs were killed and the kid was badly injured. So the kid is now on Fred with me, and I'm trying to keep him from dying at this point.
Since he's already died once, right?
Since he died once,
right? So
he was
like
revivified. Yeah.
And healed all the way up.
Yeah,
I healed him up. He's okay. It's just that, he's not. He wasn't. He was kind
He's
of
still in shock from dying.
scorched
he
earth
hasn't had that
policy there.
experience enough times yet.
Yeah.
These
And I think-
campaigns and torching children, I don't understand.
And I'm not sure that he really wants to do what he's being taught to do anymore.
Not if he's going to be the target of fireballs. Hell no.
And Rock got a new mule, and luckily I was behind enough that when the fireballs went off, vodka survived. So I still have a vodka mule.
I forgot that you named it vodka.
All right, so give me a D20 roll, and we'll see what GUI reward you get.
Wow, let's get that out of the way now.
That makes it easy for me. You get advantage on an ability check.
Advantage on an ability check.
Yes.
Initiative ability check. You could use it on initiative.
That's
Sure,
one I actually don't have.
Sure, you
Okay.
can waste it on that if you want. I will try to find some way to share that link. Apparently, I think my settings.
I
are
put it in
stopping
chat.
me. Yeah,
I put it in chat, but
it won't.
Yeah.
I know that Fritz doesn't usually have Twitch open, so I put it here too.
Well, no, it didn't take in Twitch chat. Twitch moderator, bot, whatever, nixed the link.
Really?
Yes. So I gotta figure
Ah.
out how to straighten.
Doing your
What
Okay.
it is, it's to keep other people from posting links for their own things and that we don't have.
Spamming.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are here in the aftermath of.
I don't know if that will work or not.
What?
Um,
Actually, it
Nope.
did.
it nixed most of the link.
Okay, I can
Online
do
without
that.
the spaces is what it says.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, I got it. I think I got it now.
Just
What's
type
Just take
it
out the
all
HHTTPS.
out.
Just do everything without the www, and then just don't put www at the first.
I mean that, or you can wait till I fix.
There
the
you go.
settings.
That's it.
Yay!
Just take out the spaces.
Yeah. Silly bot.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if you care to know about registration for the Gen Con, there you go. Just copy, paste, and go in and individually get rid of the spaces.
And registration is free, and like I said, it runs from Thursday evening the whole way to Sunday afternoon, and the event catalog is humongous.
And what days is those going to be?
This is the last weekend in July, so 25th ish weekend.
Okay, so
July
last weekend.
Yeah.
27 to 26 or 23 to 26.
Oh, and also don't
That sounds right.
miss. I believe it's Saturday is the episode 2 of the GUI Gurus, and I will be a guest on that.
Woohoo! We have a lot of fun during those.
All right, so without further ado, what are y'all doing? Currently in the aftermath of dealing with that creature, so
Yeah, she just beamed out. And Rock is going, God damn it. I wanted to get that bitch. Fly around, Corporal. Look, see if you can see if she just detoured. Maybe she's like running around in the field somewhere.
Oh, go true sight it. See if you can see her.
Okay, I will scope it out and see if I can see anything. But if I do see it, I'm taking off because I got the kid with me.
At the end of last session, we couldn't find it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we
Yep.
did look.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did look and we couldn't find it anywhere. So we.
I think
I'm
at the
s-
end of last session, we decided we were just going to continue on, and
Yeah.
act like that never happened.
Yeah, just keep going.
We'll make some lazy circles in the sky as we scout ahead. How
Hold
about
on.
that?
okay, my
Alright,
mic's
gonna
back on. You guys can hear me, right?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, unplug the second. Yes.
Yeah, we have your
Plug back in.
picture and not your video. Asking you to select a microphone.
Yeah. No, what it did is it automatically just shut them all down and said it was going straight to my headset mic, which I don't have a headset mic that's plugged in, so I didn't.
Okay, and it screwed up the
Oh yeah, that's
Twitch,
because I
yeah.
have the Zoom page
zoom
brought
up.
forward.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Please continue.
So I'm going to scout ahead, make some circles, make a little bit of a wider path just in case.
Okay, and you guys did notice that the terrain around you changed once the creature disappeared.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was an illusion.
Granted, Sergeant Rock doesn't notice any difference, but at
Yeah.
the time he was far enough out that that there was a difference.
Like, what are they doing there with that? Not even attacking her. What? They can't see her? She was in bushes that I couldn't see.
And
Yep,
rocks.
ended up being in a rock.
Or rocks that I couldn't see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I punched the rock.
Which looked very strange to me.
A rock punching a rock,
Yes.
sort of, from underground. It's whatever.
A rock punching a rock with Sergeant Rock.
But yeah, I'm not changing. I like the extra hit points after what just happened. And I can be this for quite a while, so I'm gonna.
All right. So what are y'all doing?
Moving on north, I assume, or
Yeah.
up.
Up the path.
Following the
We-
trail.
All right. So
Correct?
Still
we
looking
get to-
for the Weather Witch and the Druid, you know.
Yeah. Who else got kind of chewed up during that? Do we need to take a short rest?
I think I took most of the damage, aside from the fireball.
We all took a lot of damage from that fireball.
Fred is fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. The Rock still has his temp hit points.
I'm fine now.
The child is fine.
I mean, apparently, if you're close enough, you can see me, and I look pretty hurt-ish. I'm not bloody, but right now is what I actually am. I'm perfectly fine.
You're always fine. It's fine.
Short rest could be helpful, but it's not needed.
So,
And I really don't want to
Ross?
take a short rest inside the domain of the creature that just decided to, like,
No,
peace
Light
out.
us up.
no. Let's Keep on
Let's
moseying.
move along. At least get a
Uh-huh.
couple hours away from here before we decide to do anything else.
I do not want to be
Yeah.
inside the burning ring of fire. So let's
Come
go.
on. We go down,
So this
down,
time,
down, and the flames get
let's
higher.
stretch it out a little bit. All right, let's avoid fireball formation. So,
Oh,
not
Mark,
just
Brother May, I did.
10 feet.
What were you going to do about your orcs that died?
Nothing I can do right now. So I took all their gear.
Okay,
I'm
right.
completely out of 3rd level.
let me scout ahead, see what we
What?
can see.
What weapon do you wield? May I?
Weapons?
Yeah, I mean you got like
I-
weapons and stuff on your side, right?
Yeah, the what was that mace? The special mace we had.
Oh, the maddening, paralyzing.
Oh, the flail. No, you didn't get
Flail.
No, not the flail.
No,
No,
it was-
he had a mace.
It was the nice metal mace that we got.
Sarek Iron Mace.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And let's see, what is your passive?
My passive perception's only 13. I don't
Okay.
notice shit.
Okay.
Are you trying to look for something?
Did something get stolen?
Well,
And
James-
you guys are taking a short rest or moving on?
Moving on.
moving up.
Moving on.
Yeah, Larock is calling for, we need to stretch it out a little bit. So no more fireball formation.
I didn't say
Everybody's
no
at least
to-
20 feet apart on this
Did I? Oh,
road.
well, give it time.
I'll be back here with vodka.
I'll be a rock in the road.
Do we want a line left,
Just-
line right, or wedge formation?
I
Little
want to
rock.
ride the rock.
We used to ride these babies for miles. It's not a rock.
Do you
It's a
want
boat.
us in a Z? What do you want us to do? I mean, I'm in the air. I don't really care.
Right. Yeah, you're an individual target, but I
No,
wanna
everyone,
stay-
we need to be in the flying V.
No.
Well, I mean, you
No,
guys have
we're on a
control of your
road.
miniatures. Whatever marching order you want to give me,
Oh.
put it on the screen.
Yeah.
I'll be in the front, and I'll be like, a boulder in the ground, just earth gliding. And apparently, I have a halfling riding my head.
Since we're
It's
on the
like
road,
on those. It's like on those ninja cartoons where they're running so fast the Earth is just like flying around them.
You mean like that thing that was coming on the waves?
Yeah, kind of. Except I'm just riding a rock. I'm riding the ground.
Which one?
The one that I think is actually gliding in the ground.
The one
It's
that's
actually
moving.
rock.
He's not on top of Sergeant Rock.
Oh,
wait a minute.
I don't know if vodka could handle us both.
Yeah, can you be an actual rock?
I am a earth
he literally
elemental.
is. He's an earth elemental right
So
now.
he has his
Yep.
head sticking out of the ground and he's earth gliding. So I'm just standing on top of his head, so it looks like I'm gliding across the ground on a rock.
All right. Well, I'll make sure I'm 30 feet behind
Very
that guy.
cinematic.
30
The only problem
So-
is Sergeant Rock doesn't see a rock. Sergeant Rock
Yeah.
He
sees
sees me
Surge's
standing
head.
on top of Surge's head.
So
I'm doing that Austin Powers thing where I'm stepping down the staircase into the ground.
And
So the witch side only has a 30-foot range. So I'm staying 35 feet behind him. That way a fireball could only hit one of us. It's got a, it's got a 40-foot radius. So I have to be 45 foot behind him. So they're outside of my witch site. So I do see the rock.
okay.
Yeah, so he sees me just riding the ground, standing there.
Nothing
You're
like already getting the party all split up because of the fear of a fireball.
Perfect.
I love it.
Perfect. Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing at all.
All right. So we got two there. I'm in the back on my mule. We got the,
Well, I'm out in front, but I can't put myself out in front because the map doesn't go that far.
right.
Yeah.
So Corporal's up
I'm-
front. So where's May I?
To the left side. About 25 feet. Sure. Why not?
Well, yeah, if you're only 25 feet out, then a fireball would be able to get both you and the little bear.
The little fuzzy thing.
Yeah,
It's
I
still
wonder if I
going to
can-
hit me if there is one, but I have
Maybe we
hit points to
let the
spare.
elemental and the little bear go running in front, way ahead, and then the cleric 45 feet behind that, and then I'll be 45 feet behind the cleric.
I mean, we laid out on the map here. Or you guys just still?
I mean, I'm in front, so
Yeah.
Put yourself dead center on the map.
Yeah, go ahead and move down the map
All right.
so you get a better look.
dead center.
Yeah, I would like to see May I right here.
So this rock right here, this is Surge, right? So I'm riding on the rock.
Yeah, sure.
Jesus. All right. Where's Sergeant Rock at? Way back here.
All the way in the back. Yep. One square in from the bottom.
Alrighty then.
He's got his head on a swivel.
You guys remember what time of day it was?
Mid-afternoon.
Yeah, it was mid-afternoon when we encountered the
Something.
wizard vulture thing.
All right. So, Corporal Punishment, you're up in the sky, flying around, doing your whole scouting deal.
Yep.
Would you give me a perception check?
Sure.
Actually, my notes say that we continued tracking mid-morning. We encountered the cursed wizard who accused us of trespassing.
Dang. That was good.
All right. So, several hours up the road, you do see what looks like a smoke plume.
Oh boy.
Could
They've
be,
been so
looks like it
nice
could be a
for us.
campfire or something.
Okay.
Off the, we'll say the right side of the trail in front of you, so about 2-3 hours up.
Alright. I'll fly back and tell
Well,
Ducks
2 or 3 hours walking speed, not flying speed, but yeah.
that we got about 2 or 3 more hours walking until we get to the smoke plume that I see. That looks like a campfire.
Okay.
You know whose campfire?
No idea.
No?
We'll
It's 2
get
or
there.
3 hours away.
Yeah, we'll know when
We
we
just
get
saw
there.
this little wisp of smoke in the distance.
Well, unless Brother May wants to get on vodka, to speed things up.
Yeah.
I don't think vodka.
I don't even know if vodka can speed things up for Brother Man.
I think vodka's got 2 speeds. Slow as hell and stop.
Yeah.
Hey, what is his max speed? 40?
Yeah, he'll go 40 once you get him going.
Once you get it going.
If he likes you and you feed him lots of treats.
Take the carrot in front of him.
Yeah, well, Rock has carrots. So, yeah, actually, it looks like if this is just 2 or 3 hours away, that would be a fine place to take a short rest at whatever that camp is.
All right.
Yep.
Friendly.
Hoping if it's friendly,
Can you
Well,
take
I-
someone with you with your dimensional door, Sergeant Rock?
I can do 2 people with the D-door, yeah.
And how long does your D door last?
Well, it's only a thing.
It's
And
an
that's-
instantaneous thing.
No, I know, but like the distance and duration. Like how many times is it a cantrip or is it a
Oh, you're
spell?
talking about the moving. That's far step. So when
Oh,
I
far
move
step.
out, I can do it lasts for a full minute, so 10 rounds, and I can teleport 60 feet each round.
And that's
Take anyone
only
with you.
right?
That one I can't bring anybody with me. That's just one person.
But that's a spell. It's not a cantrip.
No.
it's a
Mm-mm.
it
Dimension
uses a
Door is
spell.
also a spell as well, and it's a single cast. You can carry one more person with you if they're size or smaller. And it's
No,
500
because I was
feet.
just thinking about it. Like, because I can shadow step and it doesn't cost me anything. So I could run up there and shadow step my way to get close and check it out and scout. But I can't take anyone with me.
All right. You do that, and I'll jump on top of.
You want to ride the rock?
I'll ride Surge.
you don't want to ride the rock. All right.
All right. So I guess I'm going to be stealthy,
Okay, give me a stealth check.
but I'm going to be jumping from shadow to shadow.
All right, so you're gonna. How fast are you moving compared to everybody else?
Well, so I go 60 feet every step with my shadow step.
Yeah, well, that's just. And everybody can go 60 feet. So I'm saying, how
yeah,
exactly?
I'm
you doing?
flying at 90 feet, so
If
I can
everybody
go
does
90
move
feet.
an
What's
action,
everyone's movement speed?
30 feet for most people, and then when they move,
No, but that's mean I can go stealthy at 60 feet per step.
Because
I
you have
can-
your bonus action to shadow step 60 feet.
that's what I was wondering how you wanted
But if we're-
to go about doing.
That's what I mean. Like, so if I go ahead and scout and I'm stealthing like the whole way to scout up ahead, then I can get up there, check it out without being noticed, planning anyway not to be noticed, and then report back to the group once we get closer. Obviously, not right now since they're 3 hours out.
All right, that's what I was checking to see if you were moving at a different kind of speed than everybody else was. The
Oh
whole
no, I'm staying
way.
with the party until we get within, say, like 10 minutes of them.
Okay.
I don't want to go 3 hours ahead of everyone, and then
You sure?
and then be like, oh yeah, crap, they're hostile.
It shouldn't be an issue. It's not
I'll
like anything
Why
bad can
not?
happen.
I did that.
take him out by myself with my furry whirlwind attack.
All right, so you guys continue to travel on.
Now,
Seasonal lead?
question.
Yes.
If I'm riding Surge as a rock, would that be considered a short rest for me since I'm not walking?
Are you standing on your feet?
I'm sitting on his head.
Are you literally sitting down?
Yeah.
You're doing the whole Conan float thing?
Yes.
He's in avatar mode.
Hmm.
It's your call.
We did it with the scorpion earlier.
Are you going to allow him to sleep on or rest on your head?
I mean, he can try, yeah.
He can.
I mean, I'm just gliding through the earth. It's not like step, step, step. I glide through the ground.
Yeah, so it's almost as if he's floating across the ground. Sure, you can have a short rest. Warlock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like land travel, right? When you're riding in a cart, you can get a short rest.
Congratulations, you've now become May I's mule, Surge.
Yeah, it's happened before. And it doesn't really bother me.
And who's scouting ahead now that you're off the rock? You're scouting ahead a little? Ducks?
Well, I mean, I'm still scouting ahead until
Sorry, I
we get
missed
closer.
that. Dan. What did you ask?
You're no longer on the rock, so you're now scouting ahead a little bit?
Yeah, I'm scouting ahead a little bit. I'll move up.
Alright, so give me a survival check.
And I'm also using Corporal as my true north to keep in line.
Okay, well, give me
So
a
I can roll with
perception.
advantage.
Give me a perception check then.
Normal roll or with advantage?
Normal roll. It's just a perception.
Oh.
Hey, 12.
I mean, yeah, it's a 12. I mean,
My passive's a 21.
that's right. You have a high passive.
Yeah,
By the way, with
stupid
your
high
high
passives.
passive, for some odd reason, May I left his mace back there in the bushes.
Oh, bother.
It just
I'll go
kinda-
get it for him.
Fell out on its own and slid over in the bush.
I'll grab it. I'll run back and get it and catch up.
All right,
Eh,
so that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I forgot you had a high passive. I think Surge has got a high passive too, don't you?
Yep. 21 and I'm 19, I think is what our passives are.
Okay. So yeah, you go to look in the bush to find the mace that kind of rolled into the bush, and it's not in that bush anymore.
Oh, bother.
The traveling mace.
I'm going to reach out with my telepathy to see if there are any sentient beings like what sentient beings are in the area.
Can your stuff actually work to where you can touch minds that don't want to be touched?
Yeah. I can establish a telepathic link with anyone within 30 feet of me. Unless they are like literally shielding their mind. Like if they have some kind of spell to shield their mind, I can't touch them, but I
think
can
there's a
touch minds that
spell
aren't
that's
shielded.
waiting for that. So
So like animals, I can touch animals' minds. I can touch.
What's the
anyone
range
within
on
30
that?
feet. 30 feet.
oh, okay.
So I'm at the bush looking for a mace, and then I'm reaching out with my mind, trying to find anyone in the area.
Well, other than the group that you had with you, you do pick up for a split second another mind, but it's just at the edge of your range and disappears.
I'm going to run towards it. And I'm going to send a message back as I'm leaving the group to the nearest person that I'm chasing Brother May I's mace. Please follow.
About 15 feet forward, you see it kind of dragging across the ground.
Okay, I'm going to get the mace.
You see the mace dragging?
But I'm going to do I want to do a perception or an insight, maybe insight perception to see like if I can recognize why this mace is moving on its own.
I don't know if you've actually seen May I or Sergeant Rock ever use the spell.
I might have. I've been with them for a while.
I know. I'm just trying to see if they've even used it. I can't recall.
Which
I don't know. A mage hand? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, Rock
Oh, my
actually
dad
doesn't-
would have used that spell plenty. He used it to discipline me all the time.
Yeah, Rock does not have mage hand.
All right, so
Nor
yeah,
do
you
I.
would have noticed that it's pretty much what it is. It's as if somebody was trying to move something with mage hand.
Hmm.
Must be a long range mage.
And I
30 feet.
so with my ability to sense and perceive auras, does the aura of this caster feel familiar?
I don't know if it quite works that way.
Do I recognize the killing if there's the intent of this individual? Have I felt it before?
As far as you know, the intent you're seeing is somebody's trying to steal a mace.
All right, I'll grab the mace.
Okay, and whatever was pulling it tugs for a second, then let's go.
All right, and then I will run to catch up with the group. While I'm trying to keep my senses open for anything trying to attack me. I'm using my danger sense. My spidey senses are out there.
Yeah, you picked nothing up on your way back.
Okay. I'll run up and give the mace to Brother May I and say, hey, you gotta hold on to this one. And by the way,
Oh, it's not like I
there was
use it
something.
anyways.
Someone was using Mage Hand to pull it along. I don't know who stole it from him, though.
Okay. Oh, it's not like I use this.
because it wasn't strong enough. But
Okay. Oh, it's not like I use it anyways. So actually, I'll put that in my haversack.
holding. Your haversack.
Haversack. All right, so as you're moving along, give me another perception check for that campfire, corporal punishment. Oh, that's right. You got. How do you get that 11 to your perception?
Me, the plus 11.
Expertise.
I have expertise in it
In
from when I took
okay.
Rogue.
Okay, I was just checking because I just noticed her roll the same number. You got the same number you did and only has a 4 to hers. So I was trying to figure out the difference. I didn't know if you were high enough level in Rogue to get the plus 10, but I don't think you are. You only got, what, 1 level, 2 levels in that?
I have 2 levels in Rogue.
Okay.
But I took it as an expertise when I took Rogue.
Copy that. All right. Yeah, it's faint. You're, there's a nice breeze blowing, but you've got a general idea of what direction it came from. But you can't see it as clearly now as you were able to earlier. So you think you're going the right direction.
Just keep heading that way.
How long have we been traveling?
I'd say about an hour.
So we're still 2 hours out.
Anybody else want to keep their eyes
I
out?
wanna go to the back of the column to confer with Sergeant Rock.
All right.
Got us both fireballed. Yeah, whatever.
Doesn't matter to me. If I get hit, I get hit. You're the one that has to stay back. But I want to, while I'm going back to check with Sergeant Rock, I want to extend my senses out to see if whatever was using the mage hand is following us.
Not that you can tell.
Okay. And then so I tell Sergeant Rock about the mage hand. I'm just paraphrasing so that instead of doing character, tell him about the mage hand. Tell him to keep an eye out for anything strange or suspicious. I think there might be a caster following us or tailing us. And then I go back to the front to scout ahead a little bit.
All right. So you're about 20 minutes away now.
50 or 20?
20.
Okay. I'm gonna tell everyone that I'm gonna move ahead faster using Shadow Step so I can scout out, and I'm gonna confer telepathically with Corporal Punishment before I head forward to make sure that I'm heading in the right direction before I start up forward. And I'm gonna use my sense of smell to assist me to see if I can smell the camp smoke.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a perception as well on that.
Advantage or no?
Advantage because you said you're using sense of smell. Okay, you're able to pick up the scent of a campfire and some other scents as well.
Can I identify the other scents?
Kind of a metallic smell.
Like blood?
Well, you smelled blood before, so yeah.
Okay. So is anyone within 30 feet of me? Is corporal punishment close enough that I can relate to her smell blood in the direction of the campfire?
No.
Okay. So I shadow step up until I get within.
Before he goes up to the camp, let me just tell something. What happens on the road, I call for May to fall back a little bit and get within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
And
So
then
I'm going to get within
30 feet. I'll call Jody's, right? Stomp your left and drag your right and all that. And give him inspiration, do my inspiring leader feat on him to give him a bunch of temp hit points.
Oh, you said before I left?
Yeah, he was trying to get you before you left.
Okay. Then that's 17, right?
Somebody who's done a short rest since they lost the last batch. So I think I can only do May I.
Yep, May I's the only one's affected.
Oh, you have to do with a short rest. Okay, yeah, I can't get him.
Yay.
It's 17 temp hit points. I like the cleric to have extra hit points.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah, so I'm going to get within about 20 feet, staying back in the wood line, and scout out the campsite.
Okay, give me a perception.
Rockwell, check 6. Make sure nothing's coming up behind us.
Give me one for you as well.
Actually,
There's nothing behind us, Rock. Nothing at all.
It's clear. Behind you, you see nothing.
He's still calling toadies. Even though he's done with the inspiring part. He's just got caught up in it.
Yeah, but you don't see, there's no birds, there's no squirrels, there's nothing behind you. It's like a
void.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But with your perception, you are able to catch a campfire that is apparently been burning overnight and continue to burn and kind of smolder. There's no fire in the pit. Look like a lean-to created off to the side. My glasses ain't sitting right. Okay, nice little lean-to. It's got a little bed mat or sleep bag inside. That's what you're seeing from where you're currently
Can I see the source of the metallic smell?
You believe you see something might have been splashed on one of the rocks around the campfire. But you're not close enough to see any trail because you're still only 20 feet away.
Do I sense any other life forms within 30 feet of me?
Just the ones you would expect to sense.
Just nature?
Mm-hmm.
So there are birds and other life forms in the area. They're not out of there. So if whatever might have happened, it happened long enough ago that they've been able to come back in and settle down.
You can deduce that if you like.
All right, I'm going to stealthily move into the campsite.
Okay, give me a stealth check. You think you're hidden.
I am stealthy.
Yep, you think you're hidden.
Oh, no, I am hidden. I am Master Thief.
Mm-hmm.
He is whistling as he goes in. It's just the stealth song, the stealth song, the stealth
I'm sheathing and unsheathing my claws here.
So you make your way into the campsite, and you do, in fact, see what looks like blood splatter on the ground, some in the fire pit, and you also see some against the tent.
So I don't see any bodies, just blood spatter.
Currently, you see no body.
Look inside.
Right. I want to do a circular search pattern and see if I can, and look for tracks to see if I can see how many people there were, who was fighting, like what caused the blood spatter, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, give me a survival check. You can tell this is a one-man campsite, so whoever was attacked was by themselves. As far as tracks are concerned, you see... Let me check. All right. Yeah, you see what look like, I want to say, huge bird feet. Had on the edge of the campsite. It doesn't go into the campsite, but it's at the edge of it. And you do find, I'd say, what could only be described as drag marks.
Okay.
Do you follow them?
Then which way do the drag marks go?
Deeper into the woods.
The way that I was, or away from where I was when I was scouting the site? Like, so towards my party or away from my party?
Away from your party. Almost as if they were drugged behind the tent out in the woods.
All right. I'm going to double movement back to the party while shadow stepping.
Okay. Do you step out in the shadows in front of somebody, or do you walk up to the group?
I'm going to walk up to the group. I'm not just going to, like, appear in front of them.
Just making sure. I know people that will do
I
that.
don't know. I might startle easily, so I don't want to do
I
that.
keep calling out, keep your head on a swivel. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to catch us while we're all alerted.
I'll appear in the shadow underneath May I's beard.
Well, the only person that wouldn't see is Sergeant Rock. Sergeant Rock wouldn't see you. He'd never even see you coming.
That's true. But anyway, so I pop up in front of Surge and May I, and I relate the information that I found at the campsite. That it looks like it was a one-person campsite. It could very well be the Weather Witch. And there were large bird-like footprints. It could have been the spellcaster wizard that we fought earlier that got here ahead of us. And there are drag marks that look like the occupant of the campsite was dragged off away from the direction that we are going.
All right,
Like so, yeah.
and you do know the fire.
And the fire has been burning for approximately...
Apparently, it was
It burned overnight. It burned
Yeah,
itself
burned
out.
overnight.
At least 18 hours.
It's got. There was no actual wood left in it. It was all just coals.
Was it cold?
No,
Or is it still warm?
It was still warm enough that, that it was.
So however
not
much
just
fire he
smoke.
put in, if we say he was a conservative, means he had a small fire. The fire had burned out maybe 3 or 4 hours earlier. It was still warm, so he had been dragged off approximately 5 or 6 hours ago.
Drag marks leading into the woods, huh?
Yeah. And how fresh was the blood? Was the blood starting to congeal,
I
or
don't know.
was it
You
still pretty
didn't.
fresh?
You didn't check while he was there.
Dang it. Remembering back when I smelled the blood, did it smell really fresh or did it smell like it was starting to get older?
I don't know. Why don't you give me a perception check and we'll see. Actually, you know what? Give me a history check
Oh!
because you want to use your memory.
I want to use my sensual memory.
Still, give me a history check.
Oh, not too bad.
You can't quite recall exactly how fresh it smelled.
The woods just smelled too good.
The aroma of the smoke fire, the smoke from the fire was overpowering the smell of the blood. It's a wonder you even smelt the blood to begin with when you got that close.
All right, so I relay that to everyone and suggest that we hasten to the campsite.
Yeah, if that was
This
a
weather witch is worth saving. We should probably do so.
All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, we need to try to rescue him. If it's a weather witch, boy needs a mentor.
Yeah, they're all just ignoring you is all.
Huh? Did Rox say something?
All right, so you guys make your way to the campsite,
Yes.
and
And I'm going to check the fire, see how if I can tell, and the blood to see how long ago this person got dragged off.
okay, give me a.
I'll assist him on those.
Rock is just looking,
Give me
going straight for the
survival
dragon.
with advantage
Guidance.
and guidance, apparently.
20.
All right, dirty 20. Yep. Blood's pretty dry,
Okay. So yeah, he's been gone for at least 5 or 6 hours.
and you can tell. Pretty much as you put your hands over it, you can still feel some of the heat, but there's no wood. It's just all coals, and by this point in time, leaving and coming back, it's starting to get to the point where it's just nothing. It's almost burned itself out completely.
Yeah, this guy's been gone for 5 or 6 hours.
Rock tries to find the drag marks and follow them into the woods, but he can't find them.
Would I be able to follow the tracks from the air?
Unfortunately, no, because tree coverage.
Okay.
How big are
Alright.
the bird prints?
Bird prints look to be about a size 9 or 10.
Do they look about the size of the wizard that we were? Do the bird prints seem to be the size of the feet of the wizard that we were fighting with earlier?
I don't know. Nobody ever said they wanted to look at his feet.
Oh, I look at everything.
I'm
But
just
they-
going to say again,
They do look like good-sized humanoid feet. They don't
Bird
look
feet.
like the typical bird-sized feet.
Yeah. So I want to find and follow the drag marks.
Rock, what were you about to say?
well, Rock isn't good at tracking, but he's good at lying. So he'll say, "Oh yeah, these are definitely the tracks of that magpie. Let's track him down."
He's good at lying.
So anybody else's passive insight beat that?
Yep, by a mile.
I think my passive insight beats that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can smell that coming out of somewhere. Definitely not out of your where it should be anyway.
How
So
would
you know,
know? You were always in the back.
Did you even get a look at it before it ran away?
I shot it. Good enough.
All right, so I want to follow the drag marks. Do you want me to roll another survival, or do you
So
want me to
do
just
you
keep
go to
going
the
here?
other side of where Rock is at and say, Sergeant Rocket's actually over here?
Yeah, it's this way.
they're that way. Yeah.
No, you're crazy.
So
There was a rabbit. What are you thinking?
all right, so
You have the holy hand grenade of Antioch. That's the only question.
you do start following the drag marks. Give me
Yeah.
another survival check to see if you can continue following them once they get past the tree line.
Are you going to assist me with this one?
Assist. Yep,
And
I'll
guidance.
25.
Yeah, you might see them. You're able to follow them just fine.
Okay.
So about
Does it look like the bird prints are like being like the bird prints are forward and the drag marks are starting to obscure them, or are the bird prints not even with the drag marks?
you don't see what's dragging him because whatever is dragging is being covered up. Well, whatever footprints were being made were disturbed by the drug body. You would assume.
Could be a mage hand dragging the body.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
If
Mage
it's-
Hand and that's 5 pounds.
It's an unseen servant.
Well, Mage Hand can
Or-
do what?
That's more like,
30 pounds?
yeah.
I think
Five,
mage hand
I
can do
thought.
35 pounds.
Yeah.
right?
They can do 30 pounds.
30
I believe.
pounds? Okay.
Yeah, because when I was a halfling wizard, I used the mage hand to lift myself up all the time.
Okay.
I got to ask if those
10 pounds.
they're such wizards, why didn't he just cast Tensor's floating disc and then carry it off that way?
Oh,
Of course,
did you
this
take
could be
pounds, you
just
said?
a wolf.
All right. Anyway, follow the drag marks. And I want to do so stealthily. I don't know how well that's gonna work with May I follow me, but
Well, why don't you give me a stealth check? And since Mayo's right behind you, he can give you one as well. May I is stealthier than
more
you are.
stealthy than I am.
Yeah.
Jeez, that new armor's really treating you well, May. I can't even hear you.
Actually, no, I rolled a 9.
Oh, you're rolling with disadvantage
That's
because
right,
you're being armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, chink, 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 chink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
where
just
we
gonna go
going?
underground.
He walks up behind you. What are you doing?
Just sink into the ground, and that's my stealth.
It's about 15, 20 minutes into the woods following this trail. You can definitely tell the birds and the crickets and all that have gone silent because of the chink, chink, chink noise coming up behind you. You do see where the drag marks end, and the sight before you is not a pretty one. There is a younger gentleman, probably, I say younger, mid-20s, maybe. He's got a bit of a beard going, scraggly hair. He's definitely
Little
wearing
wispy beard.
dirty robes. But his robes are even dirtier because they're covered in blood, and he's hanging from a tree. Actually, he's pinned to a tree.
Is he
Aw.
dead?
I don't
Pinned
know.
as in
Medicine check.
Give me a medicine check.
pinned as
Is
in
it-
what kind of pinned?
As in nailed to the tree.
Is there any writing or anything like Druidic writing or anything like that anywhere around?
You can give me a perception, and with your medicine check, you can say, yes, he's been dead for at least an hour.
Why'd that thing bother to drag
Does he
it all
match
this?
the description of? Sorry, I talked to Rock. Go ahead, Rock.
Yeah, why'd that bother to drag it all this way if it was just going to kill it?
13.
13.
Probably an ambush.
You don't seem to find anything, druidic messages or anything anywhere.
Yeah, Brother May,
Good.
can't you speak with dead people?
I can.
I see dead people. There's one on the tree right there.
Oh, yeah. Ask him.
I'll go up to him and tap on his shoulder. Hey, buddy.
Hey, man, are you okay?
Are you the one they called the Weather Witch?
Yes.
Who killed you?
I don't know.
Was it the bird?
There was a bird.
A big bird.
Like a vulture?
Do you know what pinned you to this tree?
He's probably dead by then.
It had
Let's
orange
say-
feet and orange legs with purple discs and yellow feathers.
Trying to
and orange
determine if
feet.
he was unconscious at the time, would he know?
His spirit would know.
Let's see. Yes.
Okay. Was it the... This is my fifth question.
I know. It's down. I'm waiting.
Okay. Was it the guy who claims this is his domain? Was it the cursed wizard that claims this land as his?
We already know it was.
I don't know.
Unless there's
Alright.
two
Did
vulture
you ask-
people that have spellcasting abilities running around here.
Yeah, did you ask him if it looked like a vulture?
Yeah, and he said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we verified that part.
Okay.
All right.
Now the
I'm
reason the
telepathically
reason you get the
communicate
I
to
don't
Rock.
know as he lets out his breath is you're pretty certain that the way you asked that question, maybe the thing didn't announce that this was his domain when he killed him.
I'm going to telepathically communicate to Rock. I think this is a trap.
Hey, mister, come back.
Wrong. I'm still looking around. Oh, no.
I'm going
Technically,
to look
this-
around for dangers and see if I can get and prepare for combat, just in case this is a trap. And I'm
Yeah,
going
Rock,
to step out of what range of this dead person, just in case.
I'm
Did you
sinking
did you
into the
just pull a
ground.
Christopher Walken off of Prophecy. No. You're not done yet. Come back.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't say I can't talk to a dead guy again. And it is say at will, so there's no spell slots.
Fucking conversation with the dead man. Yeah, okay. Takes in another deep breath.
Okay.
Screw
Is
that
this
one
a
guy in
trap?
particular.
I don't know.
Would you like to be reincarnated or come back as one of my minions?
You want to try the reincarnation spell on him?
I'll slide up and tap him on the leg and be like, then go back down. It's like, fuck it, why not? Let's see what happens.
Oh, see if that oil actually works, huh?
According to
Exactly.
According to your spell, how's he supposed to answer? Yes or no's, right?
Yeah.
You asked him one question with two possible outcomes. How's he supposed to
Okay.
answer?
Doesn't matter. He answers yes, then we get to choose how we do it.
The issue is he's been dead for an hour. Revivify is a minute,
Yeah.
Oh, I know. We're gonna have to reincarnate him using your
Reincarnate.
spell.
if anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to be my minion?
No.
Reincarnation.
Would you like to be reincarnated?
Come back. Maybe not the same thing, but you'll come back.
He might know what that means.
I think it's level 11 is when you get the spell, maybe level 9.
He says uncertain.
Let's do it. He doesn't have a choice.
Okay.
Let's just do it.
See this kid over here? Can he get trained up by the druid of this place that we're heading to?
Yes.
Oh shit! The vulture
Okay,
knows
good.
that we're going to the druid.
It's fine.
Okay, you can go back to sleep now. You're going to be reincarnated.
At least you warned him.
I mean,
Would you like to
told
be
him.
taken off?
You told him. You didn't ask a question. You straight up told him.
This
Okay.
is happening, buddy.
It's like, this is happening now.
Yeah. Would you like to be taken off the tree?
Yes.
Don't think that's gonna matter.
All right, I'm gonna take the guy down off the tree and hopefully don't blow up.
And hopefully don't blow up. Alright, let's see. Give me a dexterity save.
I get advantage on dexterity saves.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Guidance.
So what am I using?
I don't know if that helps with the save.
Dex.
Dex save.
Guidance is good for ability checks, not saves.
Bless, I think, is what you're looking for.
Yeah, no damage.
Yeah, nothing
If
happens.
there's damage.
Nothing happens.
I was like, okay.
Woof. Oh, okay.
Wait, what are the spikes made out of?
The spikes, almost like they're made out of oak,
Ooh,
like
I'm
hardened
gonna
oak.
keep them. I want to keep a couple of them, just in case we come across a vampire.
We already have stakes from before.
Yeah. Serge, you want to test out that oil, see if it works?
I'm gonna look at you, ducks.
What do you need me to do? Oh, I'm going to. Wait, you're a stone.
Mhm.
Oh, I telepathically communicate to you, I guess.
There we go. I mean, now's probably not the best time. It takes some time to cast that spell.
But how long do we have to cast it?
Well, I don't know if the components I have are gonna work.
I know, but I'm saying how long do we have? If you need to cast it,
10
like, you
days.
have 3 days, 10 days.
Yeah, 10 days.
All
Plus,
right,
if
I'm gonna put him in my bag of holding.
plus if someone casts the spell like Feign Death on him, they can go indefinitely.
Okay.
As long as
Here,
it's
I'm gonna hold him
constantly
up
recast.
like his legs are in my bag. I'm gonna hold him up and ask for feign death if you have it prepared.
Actually, we only need part of his body. We don't need the whole thing.
Nah,
You can use the rest later.
Okay.
I mean, just think. Just think. If we need bait, we keep his head.
So yeah,
You know what I
I put the whole body in my bag.
We cannot do weekend at Burning if he's entirely in your bag.
What did you
What-
say?
Can't do a weekend at Bernie's.
No, we can't. We can't. I'll just have his hand sticking out.
I mean, you can lay him on the ground and then he can just glide on the ground. Just be barely
I-
lifting him up off the ground.
I probably have more room in my middle pouch on my haversack. Just saying.
Nah.
Okay.
Now you
I
do
mean-
realize the bag of holding only opens up so wide.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
what?
big. I had to like
24
squish him a little
inches?
bit, but I got him in there.
You squish him a little bit.
Break some bones.
Like I had to like put his arm like this and like.
I mean,
You guys
if you're having
literally
trouble,
hear
we
the
can
audio-
just
you hear
just
the-
start crick, crick, crick.
You hear the audible sound of Duck's breaking bones on his body. Just
Hey,
stuffing
dead.
in
he
his
was a
bag.
contortionist in life. He's just a little less limber than he was before.
Oh, all right, so if he's been dead about an hour, so he's not stiff.
No. Rigor mortis-
Actually, so they go stiff, and then that only lasts for like 3 or 4 hours, and then they loosen back up again. They don't stay rigid.
Well, yes, I know that.
I wouldn't know that.
That's why
Rigor mortis
morticians can
takes-
position them and stuff because
Rigor
they
mortis
don't
takes-
stay rigid.
Rigor mortis takes 3 to 4 hours to set in. It stays for about 4 to 5 hours, and then it lets go.
Okay, so rigor mortis hasn't set in yet.
Yeah, his blood's just pooling at his feet. It's okay. I put him in the bag.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. So you
And
have
his hand might be flopping a little bit outside the bag, but he's in there.
yeah.
You want people to see that?
Every time you bounce and move, it just kind of waves at somebody. Is that a? Never mind. So
It
now
is
that
not
you
9 o'clock yet.
now that you have smushed this guy's body into your bag of holding, what are y'all doing?
I want to
Getting
continue
getting
on
late.
towards the druid, but
Okay.
at the same time, I want to look around this area because there's a reason that he would have been staked to this tree. Maybe it's the edge of the guy's domain. Maybe it was a trap. I don't know.
Is there any kind of markings that I can see?
Give me a perception.
See any near?
I will assist.
Okay.
I'll guide you. with
I
my
will guide.
mind.
I will
I
not
will-
guide him.
I'll guide myself.
Wow. Nice. Give us some guidance. Let's see how well you do.
Nice.
25.
Now those oak stakes that you guys took off of him, that was
Yep.
pinning to the wall, those are definitely a deep dark purple.
I knew it. I
Okay.
kept them.
And you
I-
do pick up the smell of rot off of them, as if they've been used for more than one person.
Okay.
That's a sicko.
You are able to pick up scratch marks on different trees,
Okay.
but you can't really determine what they're scratched in. You know, what language or whatever.
Yes, I can. Well, not the language, but I can read it.
Do you point it out to me?
I have Eyes of the Rune Keeper.
Oh yeah,
So
that should do it.
I can read all writing.
Give me 10 more levels and I'll be able to read it.
Yeah,
Of course, I think we just.
because even Runekeeper, that would work for if it's druidic or anything.
What weird moment? I'm kind of curious what you came in during.
Us stuffing a guy in the.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I'd say that is definitely a weird moment. All right, so
Have you not seen that movie?
which one?
I can't remember the name of the movie where they have to stuff the guy into like this box and they stuff him in.
I'm sure there's a few of them that are like that, so that's why I'm saying.
Like they put him into a chest and they're like
I can't say I recall which one, any of those. I do remember seeing an old Friday the 13th where he bent the guy in half in a sleeping bag.
Rocketeer. He does this. He busts the guys in half.
Okay, so you're doing Eyes of the Runekeeper, you said, to see what kind of language it is?
Yeah, Eyes of the Rune Keeper. You can read all written languages.
I think it even doesn't tell you what language it is. It just, you can read it. You don't know what
Yep.
language.
Right.
Okay, so they look like some sort of magical runes. They don't actually have a particular language other than they are magical runes marking certain locations. You can see some of them are determined as possibly alarm type glyphs,
Okay.
as if as soon as you enter an area within a certain range of the glyph, it goes off and lets somebody know that you're there.
Okay. The
If somebody
Bird-
knows it.
guy has wards of protection up around here to set up alarm wards or something like that.
Is that what it looks like?
With your 25,
That's Yeah.
you do notice off in the distance, not too far, a different glyph on one of the trees. It's not the same design as these are. This one's a little different.
yeah.
It's about
Okay.
15 feet from you. And give me, that's your Arcana check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I roll another?
You know what? I will allow it. Give me one more roll.
Hey, it's better.
Yeah.
It's a little better, but even with that Arcana, you can't quite determine what that glyph is.
Okay. Oh,
but it is like 15 feet from you.
Oh, okay. Hey, Rock, see that glyph over there? Can you take a gander and see what that is?
I mean, what am I? Am I just going to look to see if it's fake? I'll walk up to where I'm within 30 feet to see if it's
All right, you're
illusion.
within 30 feet, and you still see it sitting there.
Yeah, it's for real.
Do you know what glyph that is? Do you
Uh,
understand it?
I can do an Arcana check, see what I know. I can get trained up in some Arcana by that crazy red wizard. I think if it's 6th level or less, I'll know what it is.
Wait, is that the cell phone glyph?
Is it the cell phone glyph? No.
What's that?
You said up to 6th level? Is that what you're saying that Arcana tells you?
Yeah,
Alright, yeah, you can tell this glyph is definitely normally a spell that is less than 6th level. It is a trap. And you, with your 16 Arcana, you tell them if you would have gotten within 10 feet of that glyph, it would have gone off. And it would have filled a... How big is that? It would have
Fireball.
yes, it would have filled a 20-foot radius from the tree with a fireball spell. And
All right.
now, whether or not you pass information on to them or not, it's on you.
I'll back up. Hey, Ducks, you can go check out that tree.
yeah. Rock shakes his head as he walks away. All right.
I already knew it was a trap before we got here. There's another way to put it up there. You guys sitting there talking about glyphs on trees, and I wanted to go check one out.
You're fire resistant.
Can we just get out of this area or something? Cause
So is she.
I'm not happy with all this stuff.
Yeah, this area makes it hard for us to observe if the magpie is approaching.
Yeah.
Let's get back out on the road.
All right.
Keep heading towards the where the druid may be.
Can we?
Yeah.
So which way do we need to go to get to the druid? Is it straight through, or do we need like angle right?
I haven't seen any messages or any markings anywhere for, you know.
We just know he's in the mountains somewhere.
I'm going to go underground to that tree and hit the bottom of the tree.
Okay,
Not try and uproot it, but see if that triggers the trap.
it does. You hear an explosion above your head. Everybody else sees the whole sky light up with a massive fireball as it blows up that entire area.
All right.
Well, that ought to
Thanks,
bring him
May I?
running.
Thanks.
Yep. Let's take cover and wait for him to show up. Kill him.
Well,
I will go up to
that happened.
Ducks.
Rock tucks into a bush.
And
traps are not my forte. I
I'm
thought
going
you
to use
had.
minor illusion and make it look like I'm burnt to a crisp and lay down in the clearing.
Okay.
Oh, that's big.
Do you have that as a spell?
I do.
What's your DC?
Wisdom DC.
Uh-huh.
So my DC is a 10 plus my wisdom mod, right?
Yep.
So 13.
Okay. So you're laying in the middle of this burnt up area and made yourself look like... How long does that last? You said minor
One-
illusion?
Let me look.
Only
1
lasts
minute.
for-
No concentration required.
Yeah, but I can keep casting it.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's somatics and materials.
Only-
So
The components. Yeah. So
No, I don't need either.
It's an at-will.
It's an at-will because of my shadow monk thing.
that's why you spend a key point to cast it?
Maybe. Let's see.
I think that one is not a key point.
No, you don't need it for. No, this one doesn't. It's silence and darkness and pass without trace.
I
that
think
require-
dark vision is also one you get later.
And dark vision. They require key point.
Okay. So yeah, you constantly like wave your hand up and you keep the burnt look on you. How long are you gonna do that for?
A few minutes.
A few minutes. It's 2 casts?
10 yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Rock it.
10
We'll
minutes?
go with We'll go with 5 or 10 casts. We'll see. How long do we want to sit here?
That's
I'll telepathically communicate to everyone. How long do we want to wait?
All right, so everybody else is hiding. I'm taking it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get stealth checks all around for those who are actually hiding and not laying out in the open, looking like a burnt half.
Brock already rolled his.
Of course.
Well,
you know.
I wanna cast bless also.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm underneath him in the ground, so I'll be able. That's my tremor sense around, so I'll be able to tell if anyone's walking.
Now, Sergeant Rock, of course, once you're within 30 feet of Dux, he looks like he's just laying down on the ground.
So I make sure I'm 35 feet away because I want to be able to tell if he's looking like he's dead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Whoever is within, who's within 30 feet of me, I guess is the question. The kid, I'm definitely blessing him.
The kid's there, the horse is there. I don't know about anybody else. I have no control over that.
I'm fine with Fred not being blessed. Who else wants to be within 30 feet of me and get blessed?
Oh, Brock likes being blessed. But you have to be able to see how stealthy he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And this 19 stealth is labeled obvious.
Okay, then I won't bless you. I'll bless Surge.
Underground, can't see me.
Oh,
Don't you have like a 30%?
I don't have-
like,
Got to see him though, right?
doesn't
It
say I
doesn't
do.
say
Well,
it, so.
This is within
So
range. Up to 3 feet is in range, 30-foot range, so you can just pick them.
yeah, if
Just
you want.
Pick the 3 you want, or pick whoever you want.
All right, Kid, Surge, and Brother May I.
Alright.
You'll get blessed, so whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw, you can add a D4. That lasts for
Okay.
10 rounds. So
Okay.
Lasts for a minute.
Question. Since I'm not moving, I'm just hiding in the bush, would that still be disadvantage?
Chink, 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 chink.
army's so shiny.
Yep. Do you think you're hidden?
Oh, you know what? I forgot that I'm wearing new improved super deluxe armor.
With boots of elven kind that cancel out the disadvantage.
Oh. Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty stealthy.
All right. Who else is
Not-
stealth? And I only got 2 stealth rolls.
I mean, I can.
I'm going to stay up in the air with the kid.
I'm underground, but
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're underground. You're up in the air.
Dux is on the ground. One
So
go
I'm
face
still,
up.
I'm still waiting. How long are we?
10 minutes.
10-minute wait. All right. 10 minutes comes and goes. Nothing happens.
Oh well. All right. Brock calls it. All right, guys. That guy's not correct. Something tipped him.
Let's go.
Yeah. Get back on track.
Okay. Before we do
Well-
that, Dux, come here. I'm gonna open up his bag of holding, pull up the guy's head a little bit so I can talk to him.
Well,
Pretty bad smell right at this point in time. I mean,
Hey, wake up. Do we need to go northwest to the druid?
do you need to go northwest to him?
say he doesn't know if you're going to the druid. So, do you need to go to the druid?
No, I'm
I
saying
don't know.
from where we are to get to the
Do
druid.
we travel
do we go
northwest to arrive at the druid?
So you got to work out over those questions there, may I?
Okay. I'll rephrase it. We're heading to the druids. Do we need to go northwest from here?
Yes.
do it. Tell them the weather.
Okay.
weather-
How far is the druid from here?
At least another day travel.
Okay. Go back to sleep. I will talk to you later. And I'll shove his head back in the bag.
You're fine. Just
All right, we need to go northwest for another day or so. Travel.
So, May I has got a friend in a bag. He
Well,
just
yeah.
talk to whenever he wants to. Yeah, this would be fun.
All right, so I guess I'll take point.
I'll be with you.
Rock on trail.
All right.
Check 6. Nothing's coming up behind us.
Give me perception checks for one in the front, one in the back.
Assisting the front.
And I will constantly cast Detect Magic, which is what, 60 feet, I guess?
30. Yeah, 30.
Yeah, 30 feet from me.
Okay.
Just so if we come up close to any wards that are going to explode on us.
Copy that. And of course, you know you got all the glowy items on your people. Not that you can see Surge's, because Surge is underground.
Okay.
I'm keeping pace with you guys, and
using your tremor sense for any.
Mhm.
You do pick up movement periodically as you're tremoring along, but you're able to tell that it's a fox here, or a rabbit was startled as ducks gets too close. A couple deer grazing a little further in the woods from where they're at. That kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Rock,
Nothing any
coming
more
up.
than that.
Rock is 45 feet behind you. You can tell that.
You're 45 feet behind the rest of them?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. I want to get firebolt all by myself.
Are you stealthing at all?
I'm riding a mule. No.
No.
Yep. I'm riding an old mule in shiny armor.
Okay, so how far
I
out
can
does
tell
your,
he's there.
How far out does your tremor sense go?
Is it 30 or 60 feet behind me?
Oh, it's only 30 feet. You don't know where it is.
No, it's 60. So
So
Yeah.
You can pick him up, but you can't pick anything else up beyond him, right?
yeah, well, he said he's 45 feet behind me, so 15 more behind him.
Okay.
That's what you said, right? You're 45 feet behind.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And
So I'll
you-
pick up a little more behind him.
Okay, I didn't know if you were trying to stay center between all of them or how you was looking at it.
In the front with ducks.
The front with ducks. Is he riding you again?
I'm underground. He's
I'm
not
just
riding.
walking above him, and he's below me.
I'm just making
Mhm.
sure. All right, so what in the hell? Okay, so I love this, but I don't love it.